So, Philadelphia, as I mentioned in my last presentation, if you haven't seen Philadelphia, please watch it. It's one of the brilliant films ever made, and one of my favorite actors, Tom Hanks, is in it. It's a brilliant film. Please do watch it. Right. So, about why did I study law? One reason. There's another reason. How many of you have read The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare? You remember Portia arguing in the court, a pound of flesh from the heart but not a drop of blood. You remember? उस ज़माने में it sounded good, ठीक है? It sounded कि हाँ ऐसे हो सकता है, but logically speaking, how is that possible? Again, one of the reasons that intrigued me कि भाई ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है किसी लॉ में कि a pound of flesh from the heart and not a drop of blood, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? So again, one of those reasons why I decided to study law. Again, that's a bit related, but anyways, again, disclaimer, the most important thing, according to the rules of the Bar Council of India, we're not allowed to advertise our work. So the presentation that I'm giving is for only educational purposes, and I'm not soliciting clients.
We're not soliciting, but whoever will see your presentation and listen to you will be so tempted to offering you anyways their contacts.
More than welcome. That's the end result which we are looking at. Right, so who we are? We are a law firm based out of South Delhi. PSP Legal is the name. We started a long time back, but it was revamped again in 2011-12 approximately. It was started by Mr. Piyush Singh and Mr. Aditya Parolia, and they are hardcore litigators. They go to the court, argue a lot, and they started the firm. I joined last year after doing a 10-year-old job, which was getting a bit boring, I would say. So we have offices in New Delhi and in Gurgaon, and we've just, as I said, we've just opened a new office in GK. So that's a big office that we've opened, and we expect and we are hoping that we open more offices in the coming future. So apart from that, we have associate offices in all the big cities in India, and we are about 18 lawyers, and we're constantly recruiting 18 lawyers, 2 partners, and I'm an associate partner there. And we are a full service law firm, so we handle everything except taxation. Again, it's your forte, a CA's forte. We don't deal in taxation, but apart from that, anything and everything, be it matrimonial disputes, be it commercial disputes, be it you need to draft an agreement, be it you're a home buyer, you've bought a flat, the builder is not giving it to you, we can help you with that. And we've helped several clients. 18,000. I'll just move on to the next slide. Again, so just to give you a background, we've represented more than 18,000 home buyers across different courts, across different forums in Delhi, NCR, of course, and other state forums as well. So the latest that I mentioned in my elevator pitch, so we've helped a client to recover 2.4 crore rupees from a builder as big as Pasavnath, pretty big builder, and it was a very premium property, but it got delayed, and the builder, you know how they function, they just don't give the money. You can go there, you can talk, but the end result is you want your money and the builder doesn't give it to you. That is when we come into picture, and we'll make sure that the builders, you name the builder and we have a petition, we have a case against them at the appropriate forum, and we make sure that the builder comes to the court, symbolically kneels down and give you your money. Right? So yeah, what do we do? As I said, we practice law. Except tax, everywhere you'll find us, and that's our focus areas: consumer disputes, housing, corporate and compliance, matrimonial, recovery. We have started doing a lot because of the insolvency and bankruptcy code that came into picture in 2016, and in June 2018 we've got an amendment which classifies a home buyer. So if you're a home buyer, right, you're a home buyer, आपने घर खरीदा है, ठीक है, और आपको builder possession नहीं दे रहा है. Not necessarily that you need to go to a high court or a NCDRC, which is the consumer court. You can straight away approach the NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, because you and thank you for that amendment, you become a financial creditor. That's a bit of a technical thing, but I thought I'll just let you guys know that the chances of you getting back your money after June 2018 is on a much higher scale, much higher scale than it was prior to June 2018. Reason, according to the IBC, all cases have to be settled within a period of 6 months and can be extended only once by 3 months. 270 days, 270 दिन, and you will have a decision. It's not one of those high court cases, 15 साल की pendency नहीं है वहाँ पे. That's as per law. It's not according to a judge's discretion. 270 दिन maximum में decision आना है. No one can do anything about that. देना है तो देना है. Now what makes us different? Out of the box thinking, I would say, because the traditional ways of functioning may not work always. पहले क्या होता था, आपने किसी के साथ काम किया, उसने पैसे नहीं दिए आपको. That's the most common dispute that we have. पैसे नहीं मिले. What would you do? You go to a civil court, file a suit for recovery. 2% से 3% कोर्ट फीस लगती थी. 1 लाख का काम हुआ है, आप 3,000 रुपये तो कोर्ट फीस दे देते हो. इमेजिन अगर 1 करोड़ का काम हुआ है तो 3% कोर्ट फीस 3 लाख रुपए हो जाए. 3 लाख तो आपको सिर्फ कोर्ट को देना है. उसके बाद 10 साल वेट भी करना है. उसके बाद कितने पैसे मिलेंगे, नो वन नोज, राइट. बट there are different ways of doing things. You can go to the police, file a police complaint, get an FIR registered. So I'm not sure if I mentioned that in my last presentation, but we got an FIR registered against Maria Sharapova.
You did not. US or India?
हाँ, in India. द्वारका कोर्ट में. क्यों? I'll tell you why. Now, so there was this gentleman who had bought a property. उन्होंने क्या? So what happened was, Maria Sharapova was the brand ambassador of that project. Sorry?
Maria Sharapova Tower.
I don't exactly remember.
I know that case.
So उसमें क्या हुआ कि फिर पैसे नहीं, पोजीशन नहीं मिली. So the client came to us and we thought the best way to do is, see, you need to understand the commercial aspect of it. सीधा कोर्ट चले जाओगे बिना कुछ सोचे समझे तो शायद काम ना बने. You have to create that pressure. हमने सोचा कि बिल्डर को बदनाम करना पड़ेगा. In that many words, बदनाम करना पड़ेगा. You'll have to name and shame that builder. How to do that? So the builder had sold the project in the name of Maria Sharapova. When Maria Sharapova will come to India, she'll teach tennis and blah blah blah. Everything written. कुछ ऐसा नहीं है कि we made it up. Everything written. We went to the court and we said कि भाई ये तो fraud है. Maria Sharapova भी involved है. ठीक है, उन्होंने नाम अपना दिया है, ठीक है, और अब ये प्रोजेक्ट मिल नहीं रहा है, और हमारे क्लाइंट ने पैसा इसीलिए लगाया क्योंकि मारिया शारापोवा का नाम था. आई मीन, हु वुड मेस अप विद मारिया शारापोवा's नेम? इट्स अ बिग नेम. द जज वाज कन्विंस्ड एंड ही ऑर्डर्ड फॉर एन FIR. आप पुलिस स्टेशन में FIR करने जाओगे, नहीं होगा, इतना आसान नहीं है FIR करवाना. हमें फिर कोर्ट से करवाना पड़ता है अंडर सेक्शन 156(3) ऑफ द CRPC, Criminal Procedure Code, a bit technical. So we got an FIR made, FIR done. FIR was done against Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova had to get a lawyer for herself to represent herself, right? Again, it was a minor FIR, इतना कोई बड़ा नहीं था, उसमें arrest कुछ नहीं होता, but still it's a big thing to happen. In 2 months time, पैसे वापस मिल गए क्लाइंट को क्योंकि मारिया शारापोवा का नाम आ गया था. So that is what I mean when I say traditional ways may not work always, right? Yeah, I got that. So we believe that every problem can have a unique solution. Not two problems can always be the same. अलग-अलग solutions होता है. आपके 3 लाख फंसे हैं, right? With another company, there's a different way of recovering it. आपके 30 लाख फंसे हैं, not the same procedure will work, right? 3 लाख देना for anyone is a bit easier than 30 लाख देना. We all know that it's simple mathematics, right? So we know different ways of handling it and we know कब कहाँ कितनी चोट करनी है ताकि पैसे वापस मिले. Right, our focus is always speedy resolution. We don't keep lingering our clients for like ages. That's not how we focus, and we're not one of those who will like आज क्लाइंट को बुलाया, आज पैसे लिए, नेक्स्ट डेट लिया, फिर पैसे. नो, वी हैव अ वेरी गुड प्रैक्टिस. आई एम वेरी प्राउड टू से दैट, वेरी हैप्पी टू से दैट वी हैव अ वेरी गुड प्रैक्टिस एंड वी डोंट इंडल्ज इन दीज पेटी थिंग्स ऑफ एक्चुअली fooling our clients. We don't do that. That's against the ethics of the legal profession and I believe no one should be doing it. Unfortunately, people do it, but that's really bad. And that is what I mean when I write transparent with respect of fee structure. So that's the success stories, a few. Of course, not all can fit into a slide, so that's just a few. So we helped about 100 home buyers in Unnati group. Again, we helped them recover the money. We represented 80 home buyers against IRU developers. This happened in, if I'm not wrong, in June, and we got them their money back. Again, we've held a client against Pasavnath, and plus we have a number of decisions in our favor, a number of places where we have recovered the money for our clients, not necessarily home buyers, but generally. पैसे दिए किसी को काम करके, किसी के लिए काम किया, but the company is not paying. किसी के लिए काम किया, the employees don't get the salaries. That's one another important aspect. So again, success stories. Name the builder and we have a petition. There's a very high chance that we'll have a petition against that builder. And that's my gives and asks. So ask anyone who requires any legal assistance, anything except tax. That's what I mentioned. And gives Praveen Khurana, VP, who's VP of Facilities, Clifford Chance Business Services. Anju Marala, who's the HR head of CKD India Private Limited. Plus Venu Yadavali, who is the country head of Clifford Chance Business Services. And here I conclude my session. Thank you so much.